Coach.
After being down 1-0 at the half, what do you tell the guys at halftime? What are some of the adjustments you made?
Well, I mean, listen, we started the game well because we got higher, we pressed, we got in behind them early, we wasted some good early pressure in the game with no clear chances. They broke our pressure a couple of times and we backed off. You know, in the minute we backed off midway through the first half, you know, they're running at us in space, the game's getting stretched. You know, we had lost our momentum. But you have two choices against them. Either you're gonna get pressure on them and be disruptive. They're too good technically to sit back and chase all night. So you're either gonna be brave and press and get higher up the pitch. And at halftime we're down 1-0, so we said, hey, we gotta play in their half. We gotta put as many balls in the box and stay aggressive and not sit back and react to the game because, you know, they're technically a very good passing team and they're dangerous up front. So I just think we put more energy and we stuck after it in the second half. We went pretty early, changing formation, and some of the subs came on and changed some of the dynamics. So it was just a good team win. I mean, a lot of things had to happen, right? Because you play San Diego, you fall behind. They're a tough team if you fall behind because they can put goals on you in a hurry. Ever since they've been in the league, they've been one of the more explosive teams. But I thought it was a real gritty performance, and we're at home. I mean, the crowd helps. You know, it's our play, it's our home that we're protecting. And at halftime we said, you know, if we want to keep our unbeaten run at home, we got to get after it. And I said, you got to create chances. You know, we misplayed some balls where we would have been in. We mistrapped balls where we've been one on the goalie. I mean, we missed a couple chances, probably should have been converted. But at least we looked dangerous, and when it didn't go our way, we were right back to work. So for me, mindset, mentality to grind and fight to get back in the game. Obviously, the tying goal gives you momentum, and it was because we had missed some chances. You're wondering, is it going to come? Is it going to come? When he scored, I felt like, hey, let's stay in a 4. You know, let's stay aggressive and see if we can't win this. I mean, we didn't, you know, even right after we scored, they caused some problems, and I thought, do I pull back a little bit because I don't want to throw the hard work away? And it's like, well, we're at home. We need 3 points, and I think they believed, and you know, they did a good job of closing it out once they got the goal. There was still, I think, 6-7 minutes of stoppage time left to play. So.
And then when it comes to, you know, this is your third match without Albert, I mean, how do you feel like the team's been adjusting to his absence and still being able to be dangerous going forward?
Well, we haven't been as good as I would have liked. I mean, I think it's important to note that we had, it's more than the third game without Albert. He didn't play against Loudoun. He didn't play against Phoenix. He didn't play against Charleston. He didn't play against Oakland. We played 5 games without him. So we've had to adjust. I think there's more that we needed to do in the first half. I think the second half we lived off our pressure. We made more positive runs. We put more balls in behind their back 4. You know, the first half we won a lot of balls and nobody was running in behind. We played a lot. We got in behind in the wide areas, but we didn't get as many runs centrally to get in behind them. We were playing conservative, trying to slow the game down, and the reality is we had to turn their defenders. I think the second half we did. Says something about the subs coming in. says something that Tola is adjusting. I mean, he's got to get better running in behind, getting on the end of crosses, but he caused problems and he was able to find one, and you know, he held up pretty well, as physical as they were, so that's a real positive, you know. For sure, Danny Griffin, Kenny Jr., they're doing what they can to be as attack-minded as possible. All of them generally play a little bit deeper. But Burke looked good last week, so we said, let's get Burke on, and he delivered a great cross. And he works his butt off defensively, Burke failing. You know, Tony Lopez came on, got a couple chances, drew a couple fouls. It all adds to something, you know. We gave Alal a chance tonight, and he was ready. I mean, that's a pretty good outing for someone who hasn't played for, I think he played one game earlier in the year in the league. Yes, Matt, Alal, RGB. When's the last game he played other than RGB? He got in the Cincinnati game for a cameo late in the Open Cup. But the only other league game he played was RGB way back, like game number 4 or 5. But I thought he had a good game. I mean, he's got mistakes in him, but he's a very good athlete, and he made a play when it mattered. Yes.
Bob, congratulations first. Obviously, with Jamali Wade doing, you know, service for the Jamaican national team, we got to see Luis Samadia play. What do you think Luis adds to the goalkeeping room? How would you assess his play today? And how are you going to put him into the goalkeeping mix moving forward?
Look, we brought him here to play the games that Jamali misses. You know, there's no thought to holding him through the season. DC was comfortable with sending him. He's their third. Obviously, if one of their keepers gets hurt, he could get recalled tomorrow or Tuesday or Wednesday. The hope is he'll be able to play for the next few weeks and then head back to DC. I like him. We liked him last year when he was in Loudon. Good shot stopper. He's comfortable with his feet. I think today we wanted him to drive it a bit more. At times it's too much air under. But he's got you know, really natural ability in the goal. He's confident in there. He comes off his line well on through balls, you know, and we're working on some of the things that we think he can improve, but so far he's done everything we've asked. You know, I know he'll want that back the goal. He got his hand on it. I mean, it was ripped and it was nothing, but most of the time you get a hand on it, it's got to be a strong one, and I mean, he may feel like that was savable, but it was also a good goal from San Diego's perspective. So, look, we have to deal or play the cards we're dealt, and right now, you know, we're a good example of a collective group because a lot of guys are stepping forward, and the mentality of the group is very strong right now.
With the Charlotte score as it is right now for Charleston,
What?
With the way the Charleston score is right now, you guys are first in the East, having lost in 2 months. What do you guys have to keep doing? What do you think you guys have done successfully?
Well, listen, we have to keep getting better because we probably weren't good enough tonight to the first half. I mean, we were good the second half, but you're down 1-0 at halftime. You're not winning that game very often. The percentage is home or away. You're not winning that very often if you're down at halftime. You know, Oakland, we couldn't get ahead. Pittsburgh, Charleston, and Phoenix, we hung on. You know, we have Louisville coming up 2 of the next 3 games. We have Sacramento, a very informed Detroit team, and then Charleston again, and then maybe all I know is I can't keep track. The next 5 or 6 games were very difficult. So for me, we're just trying to focus on getting better. We know on game day, whatever we decide with the lineup, the guys are supporting each other. Whoever's number is called, they're working their tails off. And nobody's coming off, why am I getting subbed? Like, they know we see something. So many guys are contributing. And that's why I said we're a team right now. So we just have to keep trying to get better. The games are coming very difficult, but what we do in these games defines who we are and what our intentions are going forward. If you want to win a championship, you're going to have to beat very good teams, not just at home, on the road too. So this is a very good win, maybe the best win we've had of the year. That's including New England or Columbus, what we had to do and where we had to dig. It was a very good win for us, but you know, there's going to be other big challenges in front of us, and we're going to have to go on the road and play some. I think we go to San Antonio this year, so there's a lot for us to do, and we need to be trying to get better and get healthy. You know, this is a great win, but maybe we can enjoy it tomorrow. But on Monday, I hope everyone we're trying to get ready for Louisville, because Louisville's not going to come in here quietly.
Thank you, Coach.